Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your mowers have practically built themselves. Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to today's show. Today we are going to start building the Helldrivers kit from AMT, and I'm pretty excited about getting started on this. It's been a while since I built a model of a Mustang 2. We're not going to build it this way. We're going to build it this way. So let's get into this. I'm really interested to see, because I can't remember. It's been so long since I did one of these types of old kits that I don't remember exactly how it went. So we're going to see how it goes. Stick with Mad Dog Merv as we start to build the Helldrivers Mustang. So first we're going to start out by painting different sections of this kit. So I'm going to do the interior first, and I'm going to use this Krylon brown boots is what it's called. It's kind of a satin finish. And you see here what it looks like. It's still wet at this point. But I wanted to do a tan interior instead of a black interior, which was fairly common on these Mustang 2s. So that's the interior and how it's... I'll come back and pick out the details later. Now for the engine, I decided I'm going to spray it with Macragge blue. It's kind of a flat color. I don't want a nice glossy engine blue on this. So I've gone ahead and sprayed these areas. I'll come back and once I assemble it, paint the transmission and pick out all the other details. I'm just getting the basics done right now. Okay, I'm going to use this Canyon Black. It's a satin color. It's what I have. I'd really like to use a flat black, but I don't have any. So I've gone ahead and sprayed it with this satin black, including the headers. Not sure what I'm going to do with those yet, but the roll bar and all of the suspension, I can flatten these out without any problem later on. So that's the color I'm going with those. Now for the body, I've painted it with the 2X primer, the flat gray, that I normally like to use. So when it comes to the body, I was really disappointed. So here's the stock hood. I go to put this on, and as you can see, it hangs over in the front quite a bit, and then there's still a gap where that kind of a curve is. Wow, what in the heck is this? So I tried this hood, and as you can see, well, I'm able to get the front to fit sort of, but everything else, all the other dimensions are off. So I'm going to have to shave down the front just a little bit, maybe, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch or so, and try and make one of these hoods fit. I don't like this scoop, so I'm going to go with the other one, and I'm going to open it up. The hatchback, holy cow. Why this just wasn't molded in is beyond me, but it wasn't. So I go to try and put it in, and as you can see, it's not doing very well. So I'm going to have to figure out by using glue and holding it in a certain place, try and get it in as straight as I can, and then it's still going to need some work. And I'm actually going to use quite a bit of sprue goo to try and get this thing to fit properly. But here's the really bad part. Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom of this trunk, how this fits. Absolutely horrible. Now, I suppose I could try and sand it perfectly flat with the edges. I don't know that that's even going to work. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build some shims and put them in those big gaps. Oh man, this thing's a nightmare. And you can see here, obviously I didn't test fit it real well before I started all of this, or maybe I wouldn't have glued it in place first. But you can see how bad those are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some, it's like Aught-10 styrene, just a little teeny strip, and I'm going to kind of feather it on the edge there and glue it into place here, and hopefully it'll look pretty good. So that's the next step in what I'm going to do. Obviously I'm going to use some sprue goo to help fill in some of those gaps, and then some Tamiya ultra thin cement to thin out the sprue goo so it doesn't look too terrible. So here we are, after I've gone ahead and tried to repair that, looking better. And here it is with some primer on it. It's going to work for me. I'll be okay with that. particularly since there's supposed to be a decal there. And so here's how I got the side part. You can see this one isn't too bad. The other side actually turned out pretty good as well, but I did have a little bit of sanding to do, had some sprue goo to put in. I didn't use any other fillers than just either the sprue goo or the Mr. Surfacer. And I'm okay. Well, and of course those little shims of plastic, but I'm okay with how this turned out. So I went ahead and shot it with some Mr. Surfacer to get it primed and ready to go. And I decided that I wanted to use a nice blue, and I went with this TS19 metallic blue from Tamiya. The reason I like these is they're a modified lacquer. They dry very quickly. I can get on to decaling and doing other things really quick. I gave it like 3 coats of this, 2 light coats and a heavier third one because it flashes off so quick. And I do like the results. If I decide I want to put it on a clear coat afterwards, I can even do that. So here it is with the paint dry, and I'm okay with this. I can polish this out if I'd like. Again, I could put a clear coat on it. You could see the hood where I've done the cutout for the tunnel ram that I'm going to have. And after cutting that about 1/16 of an inch off the front of the hood, it actually fits pretty good. Which is fine because the hood's going to be open most of the time anyway. It's not like I'm going to play with this thing and open it and close it and open it and close it. It's probably going to be displayed with the hood open. Went ahead and put the kit decals on here and have put some Solvacet to try and get them to sit down in the cracks pretty well. You can see it's not completely dry yet. Probably going to have to put some more Solvacet on a couple of little areas. But all in all, not too bad. But again, look at those gaps on the body where the back and the side come together. Yeah, I'm going to either have to do some paint or something. So that's it for part 1. We will see you again soon for part 2. And I think you're going to like how this thing finally turns out.